Israel, Brother Amos with the Watchman for Israel. First and foremost, as we always do, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. To the brothers laboring on the highways and byways, making a body a living sacrifice, doing all they can for the hopeful elect and for the nation of Israel, for all those who desire learning, who strive for perfection, who do all they can to make sure that they're being not defiled and polluted in this world. I want to give y'all a strong shalom. To the sisters holding it down in the household, reverencing their husbands, being a teacher of good things to the younger women and unto the children, I want to give y'all a strong shalom as well. And to the men and women forsaking this world and coming back to serving our God, Yahweh Shem Shai, I want to compel y'all to be the Church of Berea, to search the scriptures daily and diligently and daily, to make sure the words that have been spoken in them are true or not. There's a lot of false prophets and soothsayers, a lot of people set up to deceive the very elect, right? And it's our job as the watchman for Israel to be that defense, that wall, to make sure that this word is put out undefiled, without blemish, and without blame, for being the Most High's will, right? So this is a quick cold cut, right? A quick cut, as we used to call it, right? Quick snack, quick cut, whatever floats your boat, right? And it's talking about being set apart, being holy. Because a lot of people who come into this truth, they're not being set apart. They're not being undefiled with the ways of this world. They're not being set to the side instead of mingling with the congregation of the dead. And for those who just are coming into the knowledge of being Israel, to those who are just coming into the knowledge of finding out what it means to keep the commandments, right? What it means to deny the flesh, what it means to set your heart aright and constantly adore. This is step one right here. Being set apart. Being set apart from the masses that want to do folly on the Sabbath. Being set apart from the niggas and these thots and hoes and whores and harlots. That's the first step of coming back and serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's the first step. And the closer we get to being defiled with the ways of the world, the more this truth looks watered down, the more this truth looks like Christianity, the more this truth looks like BS. And we have to take accountability because we give these people the spotlight that they deserve in negative on the left-hand side instead of magnifying the works on the right-hand side. And that is the problem. We try to bring the society into the truth. This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying to them, Ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. The Lord commanded us to be holy. Holy. Holy means set apart, separate, different, distinct, and peculiar. Nothing that these Negroes in this truth are doing are set apart, different, or peculiar. It's just like every goddamn Negro in the world. It's just like what you see on BET. It's just like what you see on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. There's no separation from righteousness, and there's no separation from wickedness in this truth in these last days, man. And it's sickening and disheartening, man. Brothers laid down their life for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, His word, this truth, and what do you niggas do? Excuse my language, but I'm hot. Because y'all don't deserve to be called kings by y'all actions. Y'all don't deserve to be called priests by y'all actions. Y'all don't deserve to be called Malak by your actions or God by your actions. Your actions prove that you're nothing more than a nigga in fringes. Your actions prove that you're nothing more than a harlot in a head wrap. Because we're not set apart. We treat the Bible like it's a damn tree full of cherries. And you pick the ones you want, and the ones you don't want, you get rid of. The Lord is already discovering the skirts of many. He's already plucking who he wants and plucking through who he doesn't want. It's already written from the foundation. Now you have to make your election and your calling sure. Because the Lord commanded us to be holy. The Lord commanded us to be set apart. Let me get Psalms. I'm going to go to Psalms, the 4th chapter. Right, I'm sick of this, man. And to the brothers and sisters who saw this truth before it became so mainstream and out there, and it became a gimmick, and it became something to profit off of. Y'all saw the sincerity. Y'all saw the love. Y'all saw the truth at its fullest extent. Y'all saw the truth of what it was meant to be. It was a video. I'm going to get this precept in a second. It was a video that a brother who used to be in the truth, he a rapper, of course. I think his name, I can't, John Boy, I think, right? Had some okay songs. I'm not hating on the brother or nothing like that. I'm not into those things. But the brother said in the video, the truth was something you come into and get some money back in the day. No, that's not what the truth is about. The truth is about making sure your heart is aright. Seeking to the Lord's face. Crying unto the Lord. Denying yourself the things that cause you to err. But you see the intents of man. You see the heart of man. You see how men are becoming snares to other men. You see how men are becoming defilers of the truth, defilers of women, laying down with multiple different women with no intentions of marrying. No, this ain't nothing new, but now that we in the golden age of technology, there's nothing hidden, there's nothing not seen. Nobody is back in the day, I keep saying back in the day, it was only but like 7 years ago, 6 years ago, everything was pure. You wasn't calling nobody my nigga. You wasn't calling nobody hood niggas, thoroughbred niggas. We wasn't saying this stuff, man. And I'm not talking to these brothers who are just coming into this truth. I'm talking to the brothers who we've known for years. For years. Who know better. Who was reared up from the elders. Who the elders have sat down and had conversations with. Eye to eye, heart to heart conversations with. And we cast away all this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, first and foremost from Yahweh Shem Shai, down to the elders unto us, and we took on the facade of Rehoboam. Cast away all the righteous works of our forefathers to follow after our peers, man. To get counsel of our peers. This is Psalms chapter 4 and verse number 2. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame, How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing? How long will we turn the Most High's glory into shame with our actions? How long will we continue to defile this truth with vanity and seek after leasing? Seek after things that have no pleasure in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Lord is turning his back on those who knew the truth and their actions say they don't. Right? This is a wise saying for all you men out there, young men, older men. Right? I'm not trying to create my own proverb, but no disrespect to our Israelite sisters. Women speak with their voice. Right? They want to be heard. They make known their problems. They want to talk about it. Let's thoroughly talk through. Men speak through their actions. Men don't use their voice to talk. They use actions to show the manner of man that they are. Because talk is cheap. And again, I'm not saying, when sisters talk is cheap, X, Y, and Z. That's not what I'm trying to portray or convey. I'm speaking to you men. Men talk with their actions. The measure of man that you are, it shows by your actions. How you move in the spirit, it shows by your actions. It's only but so long you can hide from the face of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. From us men, you can do whatever you want. You can salute me, be the most righteous brother in my eyes, and be the most wicked behind closed doors. Now, I'm not saying I'm without sin. I'm not saying I'm without blemish. I'm not saying that I'm not in this corruptible body and I fall short. I fall short all the time. I fight my own demons. I battle my flesh. I have to kill that old man daily as well. But it's a measure of integrity in this truth that has been cast and thrown down for the past couple years. And it's despicable and disgusting and it's atrocious to see. Nobody give a damn about money. Nobody give a damn about views, man. What the NBA players say, I do it for the love of the game. I put my blood, sweat, and tears for the love of the game. What are we supposed to say in this truth? I put my blood, sweat, and tears because I love Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because I love Israel. Because I'm tired of oppression. Because I'm tired of seeing my people gunned down. Tired of seeing mothers and fathers on drugs, leaving their children. Tired of seeing our young men turn into these damn monsters, man. That's the true measure of a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who calls himself a prophet, who calls himself a king, who calls himself a priest. All this worldly BS, and I'm trying to be candid. I'm not trying to, you know, be free flowing with my words. I'm not trying to do that, but it's damn hard not to, man. It's hard because we're scattering the flock. We're destroying the flock of Yahweh Shem Yahushua with our actions. If the Most High allowed us to have a voice to magnify His name, to make sure that the word is undefiled, to combat the wiles of Satan, what the hell is going on, man? What's really going on in these last days? I don't understand. I don't know. Do we truly count the cost of being set apart? Do we truly count the cost of not following in the ways of the world? Right? Verse number 3. But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. So the Lord has separated and set apart the godly man for himself. Has separated the man who is not walking in the ways of Esau to himself. Who's not walking in the ways of the wiles of Satan to himself. The Lord will hear when I cry unto him. That whole prosperity doctrine is coming into the truth. We seeing these brothers brag about things that have no value. We seeing brothers hold things to high regard that have no value. I want the Lord to deliver me out of troubles. I want the Lord to deliver me out of death. That's when the Lord is hearing you. Not because your bill was paid. Not because you wanted a car and you got the car you always wanted. Not because your clothes are the flyers. Not because so on and so forth, man. That stuff don't hold weight in this truth. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Salah. Make supplication with your mind. Mend your mind to always focus on your how by Shem Yahushua. Mend your mind to always have a heart to want to labor. What you can do more for the body. What you can do more for the nation. What you can do more to help build your people up, man. The closer we get to the closer we get to the coming of the Lord, the worse it's going to be. This is the worst state I've seen the truth in. The worst. I can only imagine how the men who've been in the truth 20 years, 30 years, 40 years are feeling. I can only imagine how the sisters who've been in the truth 20 years, 30 years, 40 years are feeling, man. Damn, they bring a tear to your eye to see the estate of the flock. And now, mind you, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm not calling everybody wicked. I'm not calling everybody whatever you may think that I'm saying. But it's a vast majority of our people who are following in this folly, making videos. I ain't said nothing, so now I gotta say something. I want to continue to do this. It's no honor and integrity in this truth anymore, man. There's no honor and integrity. Everything is vanity, man. Right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. And that's what we turn this truth into. Vanity, lies, deceit, corruption, extortion, whoremongering. All is vanity. Where are the true men who are going to stand up for the Lord? Where are the true men who are going to put their life down on the line to make sure that this vanity gets the hell out of this truth? If it be of the Lord's will, I'm going to stand up. The brothers around me going to stand up. And if it be of the Lord's will, we'll be that example of how to walk in integrity in this truth. I'm not trying to set Watchman for Israel as a standard or nothing. But where's the standard now? Where's the standard that was set 10 years ago? I know in 2013, in 2012 to talk to the elders, you had to put in work. To be amongst the honorable men, you had to put in work. Now you get on Clubhouse, and you a master teacher. Everybody should know who you are. Everything is vanity. Everything is for show, monetary. May the Most High remove all these vain actions from Israel as we get closer to this truth. It's getting to the point now that the sedition that they talked about in 2nd Ezra 16 and like the 70th verse, 69th verse, they're not gonna attack none of us because they don't know who fear the Lord, because we walking in the ways of foolishness and BS. Right? This is Ezekiel 22. I'm gonna start at 6, and I'm gonna end off on these precepts right here, man. Examine yourself, that see if you be in the faith. Know that you're not reprobate. Know that the Lord has you knowing His name, His law, statutes, and commandments. And as long as you have breath in your life or in your lungs, we can get right, man. We can do what we have to do to set things back in order if it be the Lord's will. Right? It says, "Behold, the princes of Israel, every one in thee to their power to shed blood, and thee have they set light by father and mother, in the midst of thee have they dealt by oppression with the stranger, and thee have they vexed the fatherless and the widow." So in all that the princes of Israel has done, they have vexed the little ones. They have offended those who truly come to serve the Lord, who need the Lord wholeheartedly, whose heart is set upon the men who go out and labor on the highways and byways. Thou hast despised my holy things, and hast profaned my Sabbaths. And thee are men that carry tales to shed blood. In Israel there are men who carry tales to shed blood, who speak wickedly of another man that they may die. But the Bible is just talking about back then. In thee they eat upon the mountains, in the midst of thee commit lewdness. Lewdness is committed. Freakism is committed. Being unhonorable is committed. In thee have they discovered their father's nakedness. In thee have they humbled her that was set apart for pollution. And one have committed abomination with his neighbor's wife, and another has lewdly defiled his daughter-in-law, and in another thee have humbled his sister, his father's daughter. In thee had they taken gifts to shed blood, thou hast taken usury to increase, and thou hast greedily gained to thy neighbor by extortion, hast forgotten me, saith the Lord God. The Lord didn't forget us. We forgot the Lord. We forgot the way back to Jerusalem. We forgot the way back to Mount Zion. And until we can hold each other accountable, first and foremost, looking in the mirror and holding it to ourselves, the further away we're going to get. With that, I say